What truly happens the very instant you lose awareness in bed? Those seconds when your consciousness simply vanishes and you descend into what we term sleep. Most people commonly believe sleep is simply a state of total unconsciousness, where the body finds rest and the mind powers down. However, this is among humanity's deepest illusions. The reality proves far more extraordinary and concurrently more unsettling than you could ever imagine. When your eyes close and your breathing deepens, as your muscles loosen and you feel that sensation of drifting off, something truly remarkable begins. Your soul is not at rest. Instead, it is preparing for the day's most significant journey. What we term blacking out is, in truth, the moment consciousness shifts from the physical body to a much subtler, more potent vessel. During those 8 hours, you remain unconscious. Your soul is more active than it has ever been. It embarks on journeys, delves into new understanding, and forms connections with dimensions that your conscious perception cannot fully grasp. Consider this for a moment. A third of your existence is dedicated to slumber. 1/3. Should your lifespan 75 years, that signifies 25 years experienced in a state of sleep. Would the natural world truly allocate such extensive periods merely for the physical body's repose? The response is an unequivocal no. These profound hours are essential for the advancement of your spirit, for the restoration of your energy, and for forging links that reach beyond our tangible existence. Perhaps, during your younger years, you sometimes awoke with the distinct impression of having experienced a complete lifetime within the span of a single night. Or it could be that you had dreams of such striking clarity. They felt more authentic than waking life itself. These were not typical nocturnal visions. They were segments, blurred recollections of encounters your deeper self genuinely underwent in different realms of being. The corporeal form, this assemblage of tissue and bone you identify as you, serves merely as a transient vessel. When you slumber, your deepest self liberates itself from bodily constraints, reaching into realms whose vibrations are entirely unlike our own. Imagine having viewed the world your entire life through a narrow aperture, only for all barriers to spontaneously vanish. Yet, this is what truly stands out. Your spirit, in fact, never rests. While your physical mind decelerates and your sensory input ceases, your inner awareness functions at incredibly elevated vibrations. These are the very hours when guidance, restoration, insight, and even premonitions of what's to come are imparted to you. Have you ever awakened holding the answer to a persistent challenge, or with a powerful sense of certainty about an action you ought to take? This was no mere coincidence. Your essence had tapped into wisdom beyond the grasp of your waking intellect. In the state of sleep, the barriers of the material world dissipate, allowing you to perceive with a lucidity that goes far beyond your ordinary senses. Consider for a moment if you were aware that each evening grants you entry to an endless repository of wisdom where you could commune with elevated intelligences, absorb profound energetic restoration, and even shape upcoming occurrences. Picture transforming those hours spent in slumber, typically unconscious, into an era of rapid spiritual advancement. This is precisely what unfolds nightly, irrespective of your waking awareness. The significant change is that you're now starting to become conscious of this very truth. When you genuinely grasp what your spirit undergoes in the realm of sleep, your existence will be forever altered. Your upcoming revelations concerning the spirit's detachment during rest will utterly transform how you perceive the fundamental essence of human awareness, this phenomenon of separation. As you drift into sleep, a remarkable occurrence marks a particular juncture. It is that precise instant when you perceive yourself descending or merging into your resting place. This experience transcends mere physical perception. What occurs is, in essence, your spirit gently parting from its corporeal form. This unfolding occurs in distinct phases. Initially, your awareness starts to disengage from your 5 primary perceptions. You cease to register the ambient sounds, the warmth or coolness of your skin, or the gentle pressure of your form against the sleeping surface. It feels as though an unseen hand is gradually muting the world's sensory input. With the lessening of your bodily awareness, your inner spiritual perception grows stronger. Within the transition to slumber, a remarkable event often unfolds, yet remains unnoticed by the majority. This is the very instant you experience a sensation of gentle descent or deeper immersion into your resting place. This is more than merely a bodily feeling. It is, in essence, your spirit gently detaching from its earthly vessel. This unfolding occurs in progressive phases. Initially, your awareness begins to drift away from your sensory inputs. You no longer register the ambient noises, the feel of the air on your skin, or the pressure of your weight upon the sleeping surface. It's akin to an invisible presence, gradually quieting all external sensations. Now, let's consider a remarkable detail. As your physical awareness gently recedes, your spiritual sensitivity often heightens. It is during the second stage that a process known to ancient wisdom as etheric separation begins to unfold. Your soul, usually tethered quite securely to your physical form throughout your waking hours, gradually starts to disengage. Picture it like spending your entire waking existence enveloped in a very snug protective suit. During your slumber, you finally have the chance to shed this enclosure and breathe with complete ease. This process of detachment is not an instant occurrence. Rather, it's a gentle, unfolding journey that may span anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes, influenced by your personal state of relaxation and your spiritual progression. Some individuals naturally possess a heightened sensitivity to this delicate transition and are able to perceive it as it occurs. Have you ever experienced that ethereal sensation of hovering just above your own form? Or awakened with the distinct impression of having returned from a very distant place? Interestingly, this separation manifests in distinct levels. At its most superficial manifestation, your soul stays in close proximity to the body, gently hovering just a few inches overhead. In this particular condition, you tend to experience the most typical dreams, where recollections from your waking hours blend with deeper, symbolic imagery. However, as this detachment intensifies, your spirit acquires the liberty to journey across boundless expanses. Throughout a profound separation, the constraints of physical laws no longer bind you. You become capable of moving through solid barriers, transporting yourself instantly to distant lands, or even exploring realms beyond the material world's existence. Numerous individuals recount dream experiences where they were soaring or navigating in improbable manners. Yet, these were not merely dreams. Rather, they represented genuine recollections of encounters your soul underwent while in that detached state. An intriguing occurrence manifests during this phase. The broadening of awareness once your spirit is unburdened from the confines of the corporeal mind, it recovers abilities that usually lie dormant. You might gain access to memories from previous lives, perceive insights regarding what is yet to come, or engage in mental communication with other souls similarly experiencing separation. This remarkable process is further enhanced by the fact that your spirit retains an unbreakable link to your physical form, a connection often referred to as the silver cord. This luminous, energetic thread acts as a vital lifeline, gently guiding you back to your earthly vessel whenever it's time to reawaken. There is simply no possibility of becoming disoriented or adrift during this ethereal journey. Your essence invariably navigates its path homeward. A select few individuals cultivate the profound capacity to intentionally initiate this gentle detachment. They master the skill of preserving full consciousness throughout the entire transition, transforming what might otherwise be a regular night's rest into a purposeful voyage of spiritual discovery. Such a feat is achieved through dedicated practices involving deep relaxation methods, focused meditation, and sharpened mental concentration. The nature of your extracorporeal experience is directly shaped by the emotional and spiritual equilibrium you maintain throughout your waking hours. Should you drift off to slumber burdened by feelings of anger, apprehension, or worry, your spirit will carry these vibrations, potentially drawing forth less harmonious encounters during its journey beyond the physical. Conversely, nurturing feelings of peace, thankfulness, and affection transforms your nocturnal journey into a pathway for personal development and restoration. Within the Quantum Thinking Challenge, we've provided various exercises centered on gratitude for you to engage with prior to slumber. Should you commit to these practices for 21 uninterrupted days, the outcomes prove remarkably profound. Details on how to access this can be found in the initial pinned comment. Furthermore, this separation is significantly impacted by your sleeping environment. Spaces abundant in electromagnetic interference, items imbued with unfavorable energies, or even residual emotional disputes within the area possess the potential to obstruct or taint this delicate process. This explains why countless spiritual customs throughout history have consistently highlighted the importance of purifying one's place of rest. Most strikingly, this experience of separation is neither an uncommon occurrence nor an ability reserved for a select few. It is a nightly reality for every individual. The sole distinction lies in the degree of recognition each person holds concerning this phenomenon. A number of individuals recall snippets of it, often through the landscape of their dreams. Some individuals awaken with powerful insights. A select few are even able to maintain full awareness throughout the entire experience. During this separation, your soul does not simply drift aimlessly through space. Instead, it navigates through three distinct planes of existence, each possessing its own unique principles, inhabitants, and potentials. Comprehending these dimensions is crucial for understanding what truly unfolds during your hours of sleep. The first of these is the physical etheric, a realm existing at a vibrational frequency very close to our tangible reality. Imagine it as an expanded version of the physical world, where the laws of physics still partially apply, but with significantly greater flexibility. When your soul is present in this plane, you can still recognize familiar places, individuals you know, and situations that resonate with your personal life experience. It is within this physical etheric dimension that the most common dreams occur. Those where you are in your home with family, encountering scenarios that could happen in everyday life, yet often accompanied by peculiar distortions. Perhaps you've envisioned your childhood residence in a dream, yet it featured rooms beyond anything that ever truly existed. Or perhaps you encountered a friend from many years past in a setting that seemed utterly impossible. Such occurrences arise as your soul journeys through the etheric counterpart of those locations and individuals. Intriguingly, within this particular dimension, you also have the ability to interact with other souls who are themselves slumbering. Have you ever dreamed about someone only for that person to mention the very next day that they too had a dream involving you? This was no mere chance. You truly connected within the physical etheric realm, sharing a genuine encounter even as your physical bodies rested in separate locations. The second dimension is the intermediate astral, where experiences become significantly more engaging and intricate. Here, your soul gains access to a domain primarily influenced by emotions, deep desires, and all your thoughts. It is a plane where creation materializes instantly through pure intention. Should you merely conceive of a location, you instantly manifest within it. If you deeply wish for something, it will appear directly before you. Within the intermediate astral realm, one can encounter extraordinary adventures, fulfill desires unattainable in the physical dimension, or confront their deepest apprehensions in vivid, dramatic forms. It is here that grand heroic dreams unfold, casting you as a world saver, or where unsettling nightmares emerge, pitting you against formidable beings. Such encounters serve as pathways for spiritual development, enabling your soul to resolve internal struggles and broaden its awareness. Yet, this intermediate astral domain also hosts other beings. Some are souls of those who have departed but linger still. Others are entities long present within these planes of reality. Not all are benevolent in nature. Some draw sustenance from negative energies such as fear, anger, or sadness. This is why, at times, you awaken from a dream feeling completely drained, as if having contended all night. The third plane is the higher mental, also termed the plane of the Aeosic records. In this realm, your spirit gains entry to wisdom that completely transcends your personal journey. It's akin to stepping into a boundless library containing every fragment of knowledge that has ever existed or will come to be. You have the ability to retrieve memories from past existences, obtain guidance concerning the future, or grasp universal truths your conscious intellect could never process. On the elevated mental plane, you don't experience slumber in the usual fashion. Instead, you undergo direct infusions of pure information. A multitude of humanity's monumental discoveries occurred when creators, artists, or scholars reached this dimension while asleep. Individuals such as Tesla, Einstein, and Kuhl all documented acquiring profound insights through their dreams or altered states of awareness. It is within this higher mental sphere that you can connect with spiritual mentors, enlightened beings, and even more elevated components of your own inner self. These profound interactions are seldom recalled as conventional dreams. Often, your awakening brings a profound inner calm, a fresh insight into life's various facets, or a steadfast clarity regarding your path forward. Do stay connected with our platform. as we're preparing a thorough presentation on the enigmatic Aeosic records, which you'll undoubtedly find compelling. This movement between various planes unfolds quite naturally over the course of the night hours. Your soul might commence its journey in the physical etheric realm, venture through the intermediate astral dimension, and subsequently rise to the more elevated mental plane prior to its gentle re-entry into your physical form. The duration of your stay within each plane is influenced by your spiritual growth, your current energetic requirements, and the specific trials your soul is destined to encounter. Those who are spiritually advanced possess the ability to consciously traverse these realms, making deliberate choices about their destinations and what they wish to discover. For others, there is a subconscious guidance drawing them toward the planes that offer precisely what they require for their journey. Should you find yourself navigating a phase of emotional restoration, it is quite probable that you will dedicate a greater portion of your time within the intermediate astral domain. When your mind searches for solutions to intricate challenges, your spirit instinctively gravitates towards the elevated realm of thought. It's particularly intriguing how every spiritual dimension presents distinct avenues for personal evolution. Within the physical etheric layer, you possess the capacity to mend connections and bring disputes to a harmonious close. On the intermediate astral level, you're able to reshape ingrained emotional behaviors and transcend your deepest anxieties. Then, in the higher mental sphere, you can broaden your awareness and welcome sacred wisdom. Each evening, these 3 spiritual academies are open and accessible to you. Now, let us turn our attention to the silver cord, a vital connection linking your spirit to your earthly form throughout your nocturnal explorations. This vibrant, energetic filament truly serves as your life-sustaining thread, the sole safeguard preventing your soul from becoming irreversibly separated within the astral realms, guaranteeing your safe re-entry into your physical vessel by daybreak. Indeed, the silver cord is neither an illustrative figure of speech nor a theoretical notion. This is a genuine energetic structure, detectable by those with sensitivity and even captured in images through unique Kirlian photography methods. It typically attaches around the solar plexus or the heart area, stretching endlessly to accompany your soul, no matter how distant its journey may be while you slumber. Envision this connection much like the safety line relied upon by mountain climbers. Irrespective of how high or far they ascend, that crucial link always remains, ensuring their secure return. The silver cord functions in precisely the same manner for your spirit. It vibrates at an identical rhythm to your physical heart, continuously relaying vital information between your body and your detached soul. The visual manifestation of this cord differs among individuals and also alters according to one's physical and spiritual well-being. For those who are robust and spiritually centered, the cord radiates with a luminous silver glow, exhibiting both pliability and strength. Conversely, for individuals experiencing illness or emotional disequilibrium, it might present as more subdued, finer, or even display signs of tangles or darkened sections. Yet, here's an unexpected truth. This subtle thread is not impervious. Specific circumstances can lead to its harm or even complete separation. Should this occur, the implications are profound. Profound emotional distress, incidents inducing a coma, or powerful energetic disturbances can all impact the cord's integrity. When damaged, you might encounter symptoms such as incredibly vivid dreams seeming more tangible than waking life, difficulty differentiating dream from reality upon awakening, feelings of floating during your day, or even unbidden out-of-body sensations. Some individuals recount feeling partly disembodied for days or weeks following intense trauma. Have you ever awakened feeling as if you've returned from a far-off realm, or sensed a brief delay in fully rejoining your body? Reflect on your experiences with these sensations. This is more common than you might realize. This connection also resonates with your emotional conditions. In times of heightened stress, worry, or sadness, this vital connection can grow more rigid, restricting your soul's capacity to venture into higher realms during rest. It's as though your physical self consistently draws the soul inward, hindering its journey to places essential for receiving healing and profound insight. A remarkable occurrence linked to the silver cord unfolds during near-death experiences. Individuals who have lived through such moments frequently recount seeing a brilliant cord linking their subtle body to their earthly form while traveling through luminous passageways. Some vividly recall the precise moment this cord drew them back to existence, contrary to their wish to remain within the transcendent journey. Certain spiritual lineages have cultivated practices aimed at fortifying and cleansing this ethereal link. These methods encompass focused imagery, deliberate breathwork, and even ritualistic acts for energetic purification. When this vital cord is robust and clear, you tend to experience more vivid dreams, gentler awakenings, and a pervasive feeling of deeper connection to your spirit. Intriguingly, this silver thread also conveys vital information back to your physical form. Every experience, insight, and restorative process your soul gains during its nightly expeditions is transmitted through this very connection. The moment of physical transition arrives when the silver cord is finally severed for good. This detachment is rarely abrupt. Rather, it unfolds as a gradual process that can extend over several hours or even days. This gradual weakening explains why individuals in comas or nearing the end of life frequently recount out-of-body encounters. Their soul is already making preparations for its ultimate separation, yet it continues to be linked by the cord. We now need to turn our attention to an aspect many prefer to disregard, but which is absolutely essential for your spiritual safeguarding. During your journeys each night, you will not exclusively come across kind and benevolent beings. Certain subtle beings draw sustenance directly from our essential life force, and it is during our slumber that we become particularly receptive to their influence. These are often referred to as astral parasites, entities residing within the lower vibrations of the astral dimensions, who have grown reliant on human emotional energies to maintain their existence. Their primary nourishment stems from powerful negative feelings, such as profound fear, sharp anger, deep sorrow, utter despair, persistent anxiety, and pervasive depression. The greater the intensity of these negative emotional states, the more enriching they become for these subtle inhabitants. Have you ever found yourself awakening utterly depleted following a full night's rest, as though you'd completed an arduous journey? Or perhaps experienced phases where your nocturnal visions were so vivid and unsettling, recurring with such frequency that the thought of sleep filled you with apprehension. These could be early indications that your energetic reserves are being subtly diminished during your sleep by astral parasites. These particular entities are remarkably astute and have cultivated intricate methods for acquiring their sustenance. They possess the ability to subtly shape your dreams, fabricating experiences designed to evoke profound fear, deep anguish, or strong irritation. Picture yourself resting soundly, then abruptly experiencing a bad dream where something frightening pursues you. The dread you encounter isn't merely a figment of your slumber. Instead, it represents genuine energy produced and instantly absorbed by an astral parasite. A more unsettling aspect is that certain astral parasites possess high levels of specialization. Some of them subsist solely on the energy of fear, such as the apprehension of death. Others draw sustenance from feelings of anger and animosity. Every variety devises particular techniques to elicit these sentiments while you sleep. A still more perilous classification involves energy vampires. In contrast to astral parasites, which consume various negative energies, energy vampires directly deplete your vital essence. They are capable of linking to your silver cord, drawing away the energy intended to nourish and revitalize your physical form as you slumber. How might you discern if an energy vampire has paid you a visit? You awaken feeling more fatigued than when you initially went to bed, even following 8 hours of repose. You might experience a strange fatigue, one that sleep doesn't seem to alleviate. You may sense something draining your energy throughout the night hours. Perhaps you awaken to unexplained physical marks, scratches or bruises, not present when you fell asleep. There is also the unsettling event of sleep paralysis, often with a malevolent presence. You become conscious yet utterly paralyzed, sensing an oppressive presence nearby. Many report dark shadows, a heavy chest pressure, or the feeling of someone sitting upon them. This isn't solely a neurological disorder. It's often a direct assault by parasitic entities. But why are some individuals more targeted than others? Certain factors make a person more appealing to these parasites. Individuals experiencing persistent tension, nurturing adverse feelings, engaging in excessive substance or alcohol consumption, or enduring profound emotional upheavals radiate an energetic blueprint that draws these beings in, much like a guiding light. Furthermore, certain surroundings themselves can become host to these subtle intruders. Dwellings marked by ceaseless discord, medical facilities, burial grounds, or sites of significant unfortunate events might serve as a haven for such entities. Should you rest within an environment thus affected, you inadvertently open yourself to potential disturbances, even if your personal, energetic state remains harmonious. A more disquieting aspect of this phenomenon is the capacity for these subtle parasites to foster a shared reliance. Throughout your waking hours, they possess the ability to sway your thinking, gently nudging you to produce an abundance of the very challenging emotions upon which they subsist. One might imagine them tending to you, encouraging the yield of greater energetic sustenance. Those who contend with enduring sadness, unwavering apprehension, or perpetual irritation are frequently found to be under the influence of these unseen presences. Certain ethereal entities possess such advanced capabilities that they are able to impersonate departed family members. Their purpose in adopting the guise of loved ones who have passed on is to earn your confidence and draw near to your energetic field. Should you experience recurring nocturnal visions of departed individuals attempting to persuade you to accompany them or conveying disheartening communications, it's possible you are encountering an astral interloper in disguise. Furthermore, there exists the phenomenon of draining energetic connections. Certain entities are capable of establishing enduring links with individuals, siphoning their vitality not exclusively while they slumber, but without interruption. Such attachments might persist for many years, even decades, unless they are consciously recognized and subsequently detached. What proves particularly unsettling is the heightened susceptibility of young children to these kinds of intrusions. Their life force energy is often perceived as more pristine and vibrant, thereby rendering them particularly attractive targets. Youngsters who abruptly begin to exhibit fears of the dark, decline to rest by themselves, or speak of shadowy figures in their sleeping quarters could potentially be experiencing assaults from these ethereal invaders. However, hope is not entirely absent. Effective approaches exist to safeguard yourself from these encounters, and an informed awareness serves as your primary defense. Grasping the existence of such entities and their operational patterns instantly provides you with 50% more safeguard. The apprehension stemming from what remains unseen is one of their most formidable instruments. The reassuring fact is that your inherent strength is far greater than you currently perceive. Your conscious resolve, inner energetic vibration, and emotional landscape shape the entities you draw close. Simple practices like a pre-sleep prayer, envisioning white light around your form, or placing guardian crystals by your bed can effectively form energetic shields. A remarkable conscious condition exists where you can sustain complete clarity throughout your spirit's nocturnal voyages. This is known as the lucid dream state. As you cultivate this ability, you transition from merely observing astral encounters to becoming the deliberate architect of your spiritual odyssey. Within a lucid dream, you become consciously aware of your dreaming state, allowing your soul to traverse various planes of existence. It is akin to possessing spiritual superpowers. You can take flight, move through solid barriers, explore any cosmic location, converse with entities from different realms, and even reshape your environment entirely through mere intention. Yet, lucid dreaming is more than just an entertaining pastime or a way to escape. It is a potent instrument for spiritual growth and self-discovery. When you sustain awareness during astral separation, you can intentionally seek spiritual wisdom, profound energetic healing, or solutions to significant life inquiries. The initial method to cultivate lucid dreams involves reality checking. This means regularly checking your reality each day. You form the habit of asking, "Am I dreaming?" and then searching for clues to reveal if you're awake or asleep. Observe your hands. Confirm if written words appear logical, or attempt to gently press a finger through the center of your opposite palm. Within a dreamscape, familiar elements often present themselves unusually, serving as a signal to your awareness that you are presently experiencing an astral state. A further effective method involves setting an intention before drifting off to sleep. Prior to sleep, you deliberately instill in your mind a distinct purpose. To achieve lucidity while dreaming, you might quietly affirm to yourself, "When I enter a dream state, I will become fully aware that I am dreaming." This mental preparation functions as a gentle inner prompt, awakening your consciousness throughout the astral journey. The early morning period proves particularly favorable for inducing lucid dreams. Should you awaken spontaneously and then return to slumber, your spirit often feels more at ease and your awareness sharper. It is frequently within these moments that numerous individuals encounter their initial lucid episodes. Should you find yourself awake in the depths of the night, endeavor to re-enter sleep while holding steadfast to your aim of achieving lucidity. Upon achieving your inaugural lucid experience, you might be enveloped by such profound elation that it causes you to awaken. It is crucial to maintain a sense of calm and to avoid becoming overly stimulated. Gently bring your inner hands together. Softly revolve around your central point, or direct your attention to the intricacies of your dream surroundings. Such methods aid in grounding the sensation and extending your state of clear awareness. When you found your footing within a lucid dream, you're free to embark on a deliberate exploration. You might journey through the skies to distant lands, step into realms beyond ordinary perception, or even traverse the pathways of time, moving backward or forward. Every encounter is shaped by your individual purpose and the depth of your spiritual progress. A number of individuals discover a way to connect with previous existences. Others acquire wisdom from enlightened guides, while some achieve healing for profound emotional wounds. Yet, there is a vital point to consider. Within a lucid dream, you are truly traversing genuine dimensions rather than merely constructs of your mind. The entities you encounter, the locations you explore, and the events you participate in carry authentic significance for your spiritual evolution. For this reason, it becomes essential to engage with lucid dreaming thoughtfully and with a sense of accountability. Furthermore, there exist certain hazards connected to lucid dreaming, which remain unfamiliar to many. Deliberately intervening in the organic unfolding of your soul's journey could potentially interrupt vital periods of healing or preordained lessons. Consider it akin to pausing a profound inner operation just to toy with its delicate tools. Such intentional intervention doesn't consistently yield positive outcomes. A further hazard arises in the form of developing a dependency on lucid dreaming experiences. Certain individuals grow so captivated by the vast potential of the non-physical realm that they start to disregard their duties within their waking life. These individuals may extend their sleep, yearning for more vivid experiences, or gradually detach themselves from everyday existence. Maintaining equilibrium is paramount. Moreover, there exists a peril of encountering less benevolent entities while immersed in a lucid dream state. Your conscious presence within the astral plane can draw the attention of beings who would typically show no interest. Think of it as illuminating a dark chamber. You instantly become far more perceptible. Therefore, acquiring proficiency in protective methods becomes crucial before venturing extensively into the depths of lucid dreaming. When approached with discernment, the practice of lucid dreaming holds the power to significantly advance one's spiritual journey. Within these conscious dream states, you have the opportunity to purposefully connect with your spiritual mentors. Ask for targeted healing concerning emotional wounds or delve into facets of your individuality concealed within your subconscious mind. Among the most profoundly transformative experiences available through lucid dreaming is an encounter with your higher self, representing the purest and most elevated dimension of your very soul. Such a meeting can unlock deep revelations about your life's ultimate purpose, unrevealed capabilities, and your unique spiritual calling. It feels akin to engaging in a direct dialogue with the most enlightened version of your own being. Numerous individuals also leverage lucid dreams as a space to hone various skills, bravely face their anxieties, or find resolution for internal discords. You might revisit challenging past experiences from an entirely fresh viewpoint, extend forgiveness to those who have caused you pain, or even diligently practice important presentations or performances intended for your waking life. Cultivating lucidity within your dreams is a progressive journey, one that inherently calls for both steadfast patience and diligent regular engagement. While for some, noticeable progress can unfold in as little as a few days, for some, this process extends over many months, even stretching into years. The paramount elements are consistent effort and an unwavering, clear purpose. Each brief period of conscious awareness acts as a stepping stone towards perfecting this ability. When you achieve mastery over lucid dreaming, your perception of sleep transforms entirely. You cease to view those 8 hours of rest as mere lost time, but rather as invaluable occasions for inner development, restoration, and discovery. Having grasped the potential hazards inherent in your nocturnal expeditions, it becomes crucial to learn self-safeguarding methods. Ensuring spiritual safety while asleep is not a choice. It is, in fact, an indispensable requirement for anyone desiring secure and profoundly altering out-of-body adventures. The initial and most vital safeguarding practice involves the energetic cleansing of your sleeping environment. Your private sleeping area functions not merely as a physical enclosure, but also as a powerful energetic gateway capable of drawing in or pushing away various spiritual presences. Begin by clearing away any items that hold detrimental energetic vibrations, any keepsakes from past difficult relationships, mementos from individuals who caused you pain, or indeed any object that evokes distressing memories should be addressed. It's beneficial to perform an energetic purification of your sleeping space regularly, rather than waiting for an intuitive sense that something is amiss. You might employ straightforward methods such as lighting white sage for its clearing properties, misting the corners of your room with salt water, or simply opening your windows to invite a circulation of fresh air. These rituals are effective in dispelling stagnant energies and cultivating an atmosphere more conducive to positive spiritual experiences. Certain crystals offer powerful assistance in forming energetic protective fields. Varieties like amethyst, rose quartz, black tourmaline, and obsidian prove particularly potent for safeguarding your space during the night. Arrange them thoughtfully around your bed, specifically at the four corners of the room, to establish a harmonious circle of defense. Each of these crystals possesses a distinct contribution. Amethyst works to elevate your vibrational frequency. Rose quartz promotes feelings of love and healing. Black tourmaline actively blocks any incoming negative energies. And obsidian is known for its ability to sever undesirable energetic connections. However, the most profound safeguard originates from within, stemming from your own vital energetic and spiritual condition. Each evening, prior to resting, always undertake a personal purification of your energy field. Imagine a luminous white radiance enveloping your entire form, from the very top of your head to the tips of your toes. This radiance should possess such intensity that no darkness could possibly permeate it. Sustain this mental image for no less than 5 minutes, truly sensing the protective shield taking hold around you. Engaging in prayer stands as one of humanity's most ancient and potent methods for safeguarding. Irrespective of your specific religious or spiritual convictions, the conscious act of connecting with a higher power before sleep invariably establishes a formidable energetic barrier. You are free to utilize established prayers or to articulate your own heartfelt words. What truly matters is the genuine intent to invite divine guardianship. A straightforward yet potent invocation could be, "I respectfully ask for sacred protection throughout my slumber. May only presences of pure light and profound love draw near to me. May my innermost self be guided towards encounters that foster my spiritual evolution. May you be shielded from all unwanted energies throughout your night's repose." Establishing a nightly ritual of protection forms a consistent pattern your deeper self perceives as a comforting sign of security. Such a practice might involve a soothing bath enriched with coarse salt, the gentle aroma of a chosen incense, moments spent with uplifting texts, or merely a brief period of quiet contemplation. The essence lies in its regular performance, thereby forging an energetic stronghold of safety. A further potent method involves envisioning an energetic barrier encircling your sleeping space. Picture a radiant sphere, shimmering with golden or silver light, completely enveloping your bed, establishing a hallowed area where only benevolent vibrations are permitted. This luminous enclosure should possess a semi-permeable quality, welcoming beneficial influences while utterly preventing the entry of any detrimental forces. Always place a vessel of pure water close to your bedside, ideally containing a small quantity of coarse salt. Water, a naturally cleansing element, effectively draws in and neutralizes any unwelcome energies present in your surroundings. Each day, refresh this water, pouring it into the toilet rather than onto vegetation or down the kitchen drain, since it could hold dense energies gathered through the night. The emotional condition you carry into sleep is vital for your safeguard. It's important never to drift off to sleep feeling angry, fearful, sorrowful, or harboring any strong adverse feelings. Such emotions act as signals, drawing in entities that might drain your energy. Should you be navigating a challenging period, engage in some form of energy practice before bedtime. Extend forgiveness to anyone who may have caused you pain. Let go of the day's concerns and instead nurture sentiments of thankfulness and affection. A sense of appreciation is among the most shielding energetic vibrations available to us. Each night before resting, take a moment to express thanks for at least 3 positive experiences from your day. This habit not only elevates your personal vibration, but also establishes an inherent safeguard against detrimental energies. Energy-draining entities simply cannot endure the pure frequency of heartfelt gratitude. Before drifting off to sleep, it's wise to refrain entirely from viewing unsettling films, consuming distressing news, or engaging in contentious discussions. Such engagements tend to diminish your vibrational energy and may draw undesirable encounters into your dream state. Instead, opt for pursuits that gently elevate your spirit. Gentle melodies, uplifting literature, or peaceful introspection are excellent choices. Should you become aware in your slumber of any unwanted influence from lower energies, know that a remarkably potent emergency method exists. Declare, either silently within your mind or softly aloud, with unwavering conviction, I embody light, I embody love, I am safeguarded. Reiterate these words with every fiber of your belief. When expressed with sufficient inner power, this declaration possesses the ability to instantly dissolve any energetic intrusion. Always bear in mind that your inherent strength far surpasses that of any negative presence. It is only the presence of fear that can leave you open to vulnerability. We have now arrived at the pinnacle, the most profound insight of this entire understanding. It is no mere chance that you are encountering this wisdom precisely at this particular juncture in humanity's journey. A pressing reason exists for the present unveiling of these insights concerning the soul's nocturnal travels, tied directly to a global transformation unfolding unmistakably around us. The human collective is experiencing an unparalleled elevation of awareness. Our shared energetic resonance is swiftly escalating, instigating deep alterations in the nature of our soul's activities while slumbering. Individuals previously unacquainted with spiritual phenomena are now experiencing unprompted conscious dreaming, meetings with luminous entities, and receiving knowledge that extends beyond their individual understanding. Yet, an aspect often goes unnoticed. This rise in awareness simultaneously facilitates darker entities in linking with our energetic field. It seems that the veil between dimensions is growing increasingly porous. Individuals who previously faced no trouble from energetic intrusions are now finding themselves assailed during their slumber. Young ones are experiencing nightmares of greater severity. Grown-ups are awakening with a deeper weariness than before. Such occurrences are not by chance. This situation stems directly from an energetic conflict unfolding in unseen dimensions. Entities that thrive on human unawareness are escalating their assaults, specifically because they recognize mankind's dawning consciousness. This represents a conclusive struggle between illumination and obscurity, with our nocturnal experiences serving as the primary arena. Therefore, it is absolutely vital for you to master self-protection and intentionally engage with your nocturnal travels. Merely resting and passively hoping for positive outcomes is no longer sufficient. You are called to become an engaged and aware participant in the occurrences of your slumber. Your journey of spiritual growth and potentially even your mental well-being hinges upon this. Your innermost self has led you to these insights, for the moment has arrived for you to realize your genuine capabilities. How you utilize this wisdom will shape not only the trajectory of your existence, but also your role in the greater awakening of mankind.